Buongiorno. It's the Flying Somm here at the foot of the mountainous volcanic hills of Mount Etna in Sicily, Italy. Just off my right-hand side, or your left, the towering Mount Etna with smoke pluming out of the top. And off my left-hand side, your right, beautiful views of the Mediterranean as cruise ships slowly pass by. Today we are talking about volcanic wine, Etna Bianco, Etna Rosso. Let's dive into this explosive wine that is Mount Etna, Sicily. Let's talk about Etna Bianco, the white wine from Mount Etna here in Sicily. Typically, the white wine from Mount Etna is called Etna Bianco, typically consisting of two types of white grapes. The one grape being Catarratto and the other grape being Caricante. Now, typically wineries blend Catarratto and Caricante, two indigenous white grapes from Sicily, to form the perfectly balanced, mineral-driven saltiness from the ocean that I can see mere a few hundred meters away. And it just is a super delicious, fresh, delightful, volcanic soil, mineral-driven, fresh, complex, deluxe white wine. When it comes to red wine, Etna Rosso, typically there's two grapes blended into Etna Rosso. There's Nerello Cappuccio and Nerello Mascalese. These are two different red grapes that are typically blended together, just like Etna Bianco, to perform this perfect little dance. Long story short, Etna Bianco, Etna Rosso, these are the two wines from Sicily that just, they can't be beat. So let's talk about what makes Etna wines so special. Etna Bianco being the white wine, Etna Rosso being the red. Why do we care? Why does the consumer care? Why does the wine connoisseur care? Well, what makes Etna wines so special is not just that they're Sicilian, not just that they're Italian, but they are volcanic wines from Sicily, volcanic wines from Italy. So this is not your flat rolling hills or gentle rolling hills of Chianti or Maltacino. This is definitely steep slopes, active volcano, lava flows, ocean influence. I mean, it has it all. If you wanted a smorgasbord of different, energies and effects going into wine, Etna Rosso, Etna Bianco, Mount Etna is where it's at. It all comes down to the soils. And here in Mount Etna, it being an active volcano, I mean, for thousands of years, I look through this soil. Sometimes you could rub it together in your hands. It gets a bit dirty, of course. But you can smell it, and there's an energy to it. There's an active, mineral-driven, lava-flowing life force to this soil. This is not soil that's best for planting tomatoes and growing vegetables. This is tough soil, but it's perfect for growing vines that have to dig deep for water, dig deep for nutrients, and it really makes complex, delightful wines. Again, Etna Bianco, Etna Rosso. This is not your Napa Cabernet. This is not your rich, full-bodied Chardonnay from California or Burgundy. These are mineral-driven, lean wines, perfect for perhaps Etna Bianco with a fish for lunch, and maybe perhaps Etna Rosso, maybe even a fish in a red sauce at night into the evening. You know, different hams, prosciuttos, light red dishes. But I assure you, these are not steak wines. These are definitely mineral driven and fresh. But I mean, this is just a slice of paradise. I mean, Mount Etna. My partner and I, we just had a beautiful tasting here at the Benanti winery, located on the southeast side of Mount Etna. What's fun about Mount Etna is because it's a volcano, there's 360-degree sides to that volcano. So currently on the southeast side, you get that afternoon hot sun, perfect for ripening and roasting that Nerello Cappuccio, that Nerello Mascalese. It gives it a riper, fuller richness to the wines. Whereas we work our way around the east or the north side of Mount Etna, you'll find that it doesn't get as much intense afternoon sun. So perhaps the alcohol levels are a little lower. The ripeness and richness a little lower, a little fresher, a little crisper. It goes to show that depending on where you are around the volcano, where your wineries, vineyards are located around the volcano, really makes a difference. Here at Benanti, they actually have different vineyard sites located all around the volcano to offer different small parcels of land, or contradas, little beautiful parcels of plots of different character and flavors around the Mount Etna. And I think that's what makes Benanti Winery so special, is they don't just offer one section of Mount Etna, which I assure you could be in itself its own beautiful thing. But the fact that they take the time to have different plots of land, different contradas located around Mount Etna to offer you, the consumer, the connoisseur, different tasting climates and different tasting soils around the volcano, I think just makes it really interesting. And I have to commend Benanti for doing it. I mean, they're a premium producer. They give a fantastic tasting experience. I just had one. What can I say? I mean, Mount Etna in Sicily, volcano this way, Mediterranean Ocean that way. I can see both in like the same viewpoint. It is absolutely stunning. If you ever have a chance, you really should check out some wines from Mount Etna. Etna Bianco, Etna Rosso. Remember, Caricante for the white, Nerello Mascalese for the red. Those are at least the primary grapes. You've got white and red, seafood and meat. Again, when we're talking meat, a little lighter, maybe some chicken, some maybe charcuterie. This is not like filet mignon and peppercorn steak style red, but into kind of like that Pinot Noir, Cabernet Franc, more medium-bodied red wine. And the whites are just mineral-driven pieces of heaven. If you like Burgundy, I mean, you can't not like Etna Bianco. And if you like the beautiful Pinot Noirs of Burgundy, the Cabernet Francs of Loire Valley, I mean, Etna Bianco, Etna Rosso. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's just gorgeous. Yeah.